I have a very simple noodle recipe for you today. It only has a few ingredients, so all you need is some mushrooms, some spinach, and any pasta or noodle that you have to hand in the house. And it's really simple. So here we go. All I'm using at the moment is some tagliatelle because that's what I had, and I'm just chucking in a few nests into a boiling pot of water that I salted. As you can see, I'm just unraveling the pasta now, making sure that they're all separated. Once that's done, I just added maybe a tablespoon of olive oil into a hot pan, let that get nice and hot, and then I'm just dunking my mushrooms straight in there. I did give my mushrooms a wash because they looked quite dirty. I know people said that you're not supposed to because they soak up more of the liquid, but I needed to wash them because they were quite grubby. So I'm just adding a couple of dashes of salt because I do want the mushrooms to actually release a lot of the liquid because I'm going to use that for my sauce. So I'm just salting them, and now I'm just tossing them, and as you can see, it's just releasing all of the juices from the mushrooms. So once you've cooked down your mushrooms for a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes, you're going to want to add your garlic. You can use fresh garlic if you want, but I like using pre-minced garlic. So I'm just adding a teaspoon straight into the pan, and I'm mixing it into the mushrooms. I like using this type of garlic because I hate chopping garlic. I hate it when my fingers smell like garlic, so I love using this type of garlic. I'm now going to add maybe 2.5 tablespoons of soy sauce straight into the pan, and I'm just mixing that into the mushrooms and the garlic. And as you see, it's kind of making a nice kind of like little sauce in the pan. So you've got the juices that were released by the mushrooms are now mixed into the garlic and the soy sauce. I'm now going to add a whole bag of baby spinach. So this said that it was washed and ready to eat, so I'm not washing the spinach, I'm just dunking it straight into the pan. And now I'm also adding my cooked tagliatelle straight in there. And I reserved some of the pasta water, so I'm just dunking in some of the pasta water in as well, just to make sure that the pan is nice and liquidy and that it's not dry. So now you're just going to want to give all the ingredients in the pan a nice mix together. As you sort of mix it in, the heat of the pan will like soften the spinach and let it wilt a little bit, and you're just going to mix everything in together, and yeah. Once everything's thoroughly mixed in together, I like to season with some garlic salt, some onion granules, and also some chili flakes. So I like it spicy. If you don't like it spicy, please leave the chili flakes out, but I do like it to have a nice kick. And I'm just adding a little bit more of the pasta water just to make sure that the pan isn't dry, and I'm just mixing it all nicely together. At this point, I give it a quick taste just to check my seasonings are good. And I thought it tasted great. The only thing I did want to add is a nice squeeze of lemon just to give it a bit of freshness. So I'm adding, not a lemon, sorry, I'm adding half a lime, and I just give it another stir. And then I also add some freshly cracked black pepper right at the end. And that's it done, guys. It is basically the simplest pasta dish. It's nice and healthy. It's good if you're trying to cut down on your meat intake, and it's really quick. All you need is some mushrooms and some spinach and you're done. And yeah, I love it. It's fresh, it's light, it's not heavy. You can use whichever noodle you have in the house, whichever pasta you have in the house. It all works fine.
The fresh lime and olive oil just give it a really nice kick and really bring out the flavours. And the mushrooms are still like nice and juicy and plump. And the spinach is still nice and vibrant. Yeah, to be honest, this is one of my favourite vegan pasta dishes that I make. And yeah, I love it. Obviously, I will say that because it's my channel and I cooked it. But you guys give this recipe a try and tell me what you think of it. I'd love to know if you like it as well. And I really like adding the black pepper at the end to give it a nice kick as well. So that's it for this recipe, guys. Try not to talk with my mouth full. Give it a try and let me know what you think. I really love it, like I said. You only need a few ingredients that you probably already have in your fridge. It's literally just mushrooms, spinach and pasta, and then everything else is just seasoning. I'm sure you have soy sauce, I'm sure you have chili flakes. So give it a go and let me know what you think.